Hey guys, how's it going? It's X666X Iron Maiden, and today we're finally checking out a cover by Fightstar of Fear of the Dark. Alright, so this one comes to us from the Maiden Heaven, tribute to Iron Maiden, free Kerrang album. Fightstar is covering the song Fear of the Dark. Don't think I've ever listened to Fightstar before now. Heard of them, yes, never listened to them. So hopefully they do justice to Iron Maiden, because as you guys can always see behind me, there's Iron Maiden all over my wall behind me. And those of you that have been here for a while know that they're my favorite band along with Devin Townsend, so I'll definitely be critical about it most likely. Let's see how it sounds. Distortion.
Strolling through the park, and when the light begins to change, sometimes I feel a little.
I have a feeling when he comes in here in a second, it's going to be more grittier voice and heavy.
Fear of the dark. I have a constant fear that something's always.
So far, not bad.
Fear of the dark, fear of the dark. I have a phobia that someone's always there.
No scream? That's too bad. I feel like a scream is mandatory at this point. It sounds like he wants to go raspy his voice and he forces himself not to. And it does sound like he says Fear of the Dark, just gonna put that out there. Instrumentally, it's pretty spot on. And obviously, I added more distortion. See how the solo goes. Nice. I love the crowd chanting, kind of crowd chanting. When I said that it sounded like he wanted to do it the whole time, he felt like he was holding it back, that confirms it for me. Dog won't stop chewing on my chair.
When I'm walking a dark road, I am a man who walks alone.
Alright. As you can probably already imagine, some of you who are listening to this with me, you already know that I'm going to have some words. Let's start with the positive, though. Instrumentally, it was really well done. I actually like the extra distortion. It changes up just enough to make it be different. It's a band covering it. It sounds like it's a band covering it. It doesn't have the exact same tones and all that. But they kept the style the same. Besides the solos, which we'll get to in a minute. So instrumentally, everything sounded pretty spot on. I was really, really listening to. The bass in certain parts kind of got lost in the mix, I found. Either that or because they go in a super distorted tone, you can't really hear how precise he is being. But for what I could get with, he's pretty precise on his placement of his notes. Moving on to the singer, as you can see, he does have that that raspy voice, almost growl, scream, mixture going on there. I felt like he wanted to do it earlier on in the song too, because he almost switched to it at one point in the song, and I could hear it, almost hit it, and then he went back to his cleans. I was like, oh, that was weird. It felt like he was going to hit it, and he didn't. I felt like he should have hit it. I felt like if he would have brought in the growl vocals a little bit more, maybe like 2 other times throughout or something like that, maybe at the chorus, I feel like it would have had more of an effect. Because doing cleans all the way through, he just basically has like a radio rock style voice to me. That's what it comes off as. You could be playing in any band that plays on the rock radio, modern rock radio nowadays. that's what his voice comes off as. And I still kind of liked it. It was still pretty interesting to hear. Solos, on the other hand, I don't mind. When it comes to, you know, covering a band, there's something about completely changing the solos almost. Like, they still kind of followed it. They changed it a lot. And you're still covering a song. It's okay. I think it's, just for me personally, if you're covering a song, you should still be showing tribute and trying to, you know, like, show most of the solo to the person originally put on the track. Don't change it completely almost, you know. 75 original to 25, maybe a little bit more of that is always nice, you know, because you still got to put your own flair on it, right? But I felt like they were going like the opposite and doing 25 of the original and like 75% their own thing, and it just kind of was off. It wasn't as good as the original for the solos. It kind of like, it almost felt like it made like a jarring effect, where it kind of made it like lose track of the song for a sec. Especially when you're doing a band like Iron Maiden, because everyone knows Iron Maiden. It's a lot of people's favorite band. They're a huge band. It's like the same thing as doing Metallica. You change their stuff too much, people start noticing. Pink Floyd's really bad for that. That when you're doing a cover of them, then people change it too much. People just don't like it as much because it's too different. Because they have such a unique, such a sound that's just theirs, and people expect to hear that. So changing the solo a lot, I found, was a little weird. As a whole, it was alright though. I wouldn't throw it in the garbage or anything like that, and if it was playing, I would listen to it again. I won't listen to it on my own time, I'll say that now. But if I did have someone put it on, I wouldn't tell them to shut it off. It wasn't that bad. Yeah, that covers. I think that's about covers everything anyway. The distortion was nice, as I said too. I can't stress that. The distortion part, I think, was nice. I just wish they wouldn't have changed the solos as much. That was the only thing that really bugged me on the instrumental side. I'll relax you. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And blah, blah. Dog's distracting me. I'm also on Patreon if you'd like to support the channel. And as always, you guys have a good one. I'll catch you later.